Hey guys, so I wanted to talk more about adrenal fatigue or adrenal burnout. By the way, check out my pumpkins. My pumpkins are ready. Mama, Dada, and our daughter. Guess who's our daughter? It's the big one. But anyway, so about adrenal fatigue. When you wake up in the morning and you feel like your brain is just not functioning, when you're trying to get stuff done or get out of the bed, but you need like a couple hours to get going and you actually don't feel like getting going until you have the first cup of coffee, that could be one of the symptoms of the adrenal burnout or adrenal fatigue. A lot of times I check cortisol levels AM. I know, of course, it's salivary, 4-point salivary cortisol is touted big in functional medicine, but sometimes you just don't have time or you don't have money to check the saliva tests, or you just feel plain dead the whole day. It doesn't matter. You just feel that you're not spiking any cortisol because you don't feel alive or energetic or motivated to do things during the day. So you just have to push yourself to do things. And of course, we are really good about overcompensating and compensating, especially women, because we need to get so many things done during the day. But when you reach for that cup of coffee and you feel much better after it and you're ready to get going and like the world is getting brighter, that could be because your morning level of cortisol is quite low. You could check it with the blood morning cortisol AM level and see where it is. So usually LabCorp and request gives the ranges 6 to 20-ish or 6 to 19. So if your level of cortisol fasting at the 8 or 9 a.m. is around 6, 7, even 11 and below 25th percentile on the scale of 6 to 20, it could be possible that you have low cortisol throughout the day, because usually you have, not usually, but always you should have cortisol much higher in the morning, because this is the hormone that wakes up your brain. I know we talked a lot about cortisol causing weight gain and all that other things, but a lot of times after you had high cortisol for a while, your adrenals just cannot make more cortisol anymore, and you have to address the underlying issues, why it's happening, but also figure out how to support yourself during this hard time, because you do need to function every day. You have kids, I have a child that I have to take care of, have patients that I have to take care of. Right now I'm fixing my cortisol with this cold brew. That's the only thing that actually helps me right now, because espresso shots really don't do anything. Cold brew has more caffeine. I don't recommend self-treating yourself with caffeine right now, but it just means that you have to pay attention what's going on in your body, that you really want to have coffee a couple times a day, and especially in the morning and between 2 and 4 p.m. There are other causes that cause cortisol dysregulation. One of them is blood sugar dysregulation, so paying attention to the insulin level, to the blood glucose level, making sure that you have protein and fat in your diet with each meal, and lower amount of carbs may help too. So making sure that your blood sugar is stable throughout the day. And it doesn't mean that you should have 5 snacks or 5 small meals like we used to tell our patients who had diabetes or who were diagnosed with prediabetes. It means that if you can handle it, 2 to 3 bigger meals a day could be better for you, because it prevents the spikes of blood sugar and insulin every time you eat something. But if you think that you may have adrenal dysregulation, at least ask your doctor to check your cortisol AM level and possibly ACTH level. Try to get of course you can get 4-point saliva cortisol from ZRT labs. You don't have to have a prescription from the doctor. There are multiple websites that sell this test. It is hard to interpret it, so make sure you interpret it right, or seek the advice of a knowledgeable healthcare practitioner to interpret the saliva cortisol tests. So share with me your experience. How do you feel when you have cortisol that's low? Okay, bye bye.